Hi, you winners, and welcome to another Winning Wednesday. Now, it's been about 2 weeks since I had one, but for the last one, it was basically a type of review, almost, of games that happened the week before. Probably a neat concept, but not many of you really appreciate it for a Winning Wednesday, which I totally understand. And I agree. What someone was saying was that we should probably keep Winning Wednesdays to the way they are, of just me talking with you guys, one-on-one connection about life, because apparently you guys love it, and I was afraid that it was getting kind of stale. So it's good to know that at least there is quite a few. Like, it was a very strong reaction in the comments. If it was one or two, I'd be like, okay, well, I really am not sure what to do, but I'll figure it out. But like, all of you are like, no, leave Winning Wednesdays exactly the way they are. I'm like, okay. So I'll still probably try and tweak Winning Wednesdays here and there, but I will not do a drastic change like that again, I promise. Or at least not to my knowledge right now. I will keep the theme of it being about my life and then connecting with you guys. So I'll do that. It's okay. I won't make them all reviews or anything. But a good idea that a few of you had was to maybe have once a month type of review of specific games, and not try and cover every single game that I'm doing, but just like some that I think really need attention, or that I really think deserve the attention of being looked at twice or being checked out if you guys haven't yet. So I may start doing that starting maybe in June. I don't know if May I really have that much time, but I do like the idea of highlighting some indie games. But I would also, Shy Guy is sick, so if you're coughing, that's all Shy Guy. Alright, guys. But basically, I want to try and cover some indie games and give them love. But yeah, I agree that probably I didn't know how to incorporate them with Winning Wednesdays anyway, because I was like, what do I do with the thumbnail? What do I do with the titles of them if I start doing them this way? How do I get people to look at them? Because all they see is my face, and they see Winning Wednesday and like, well, what the hell is that? So this is probably for the better, so that way I can tailor a certain series to it. Or to review type things, but I've never thought of myself as a review type person either, so they would be very casual in the kind of how I did Winning Wednesday 2 weeks ago. So we'll see how they turn out, but yes, I will keep Winning Wednesdays talking about what's going on in my life, and a little bit of the channel as well. So don't worry, apparently you guys absolutely love it, and that makes me happy. So it's good to know. Also, it's less work, so I'll take it, because I don't need more work as of right now. So that's just what I wanted to touch on from the last Winning Wednesday. But other than that, it's been 2 weeks since I had one, and in that time frame, a lot has happened, especially on the channel when it comes to games. So pretty much a lot of games came out last week, and one of which I definitely haven't even touched yet, but that's mostly because I do it with my mom, as you guys know. So I will say, and I'm not going to do this in points or segments, because it all kind of relates down to one boiling issue that I probably am going to title this video, but pretty much last week was what I consider Hell Week, and it started Sunday. I think I was starting to get burnt out before the week started with my anxiety of the week that was coming. I was like, I didn't want to do anything because I was just so nervous about this next week and how I should do it, and how I was overwhelmed. I couldn't figure out how I could find all this time to do everything I wanted to do. If you guys don't know what burnout is, I actually looked up, and it's the first link. I'll put a link to it in the description, but it's not, I don't know, it's Psychology Today. Whether that's referenceable in the sense of legitimacy, I have no idea, but I do know that this is fairly accurate, because I had to learn a lot about burnout in college, because college students are really good at burnout, guys. I'm just gonna read this first paragraph, but burnout is one of those road hazards in life that high achievers really should be keeping a close eye out for, but sadly, often because of their I can do everything personalities, that's not me, I don't know what you're talking about, they rarely see it coming. Because high achievers are so often passionate about what they do, they tend to ignore the fact that they're working exceptionally long hours, taking on exceedingly heavy workloads, and putting enormous pressure on themselves to excel, all of which to make them ripe for burnout. And then it says, what is burnout? Burnout is a state of chronic stress that leads to physical and emotional exhaustion. cynicism and detachment, and feelings of ineffectiveness and lack of accomplishment. Yeah, and that is definitely what I was feeling towards the end of this last week. So I'm telling you guys this not just to inform you about what's going on with me, because it has affected the channel, as you can tell with the 1 uploads the last few days, 1 upload a day, but also because I want you guys to be aware of what it is so you guys don't go through it too, because it's not fun. Or if you do go through it, how you can kind of get a hold of it. But pretty much Sunday I got the key earlier that weekend for Pinstripe, and I should have probably done it earlier, but that was also the weekend the C2E2 was, so I was completely gone Saturday. And then when I got home, I conked out so fast because I was exhausted. Well, then I had to art stream in the morning, so I did. And then I had something else I had lunch with my grandma's, which I had already planned. Then I had to art stream, and then I had to record. So then I recorded some Pinstripe, and then I'm like, I have to upload this for tomorrow because I can upload it a day in advance, so I need to like get on this. So I start doing that, I do it all, and then about 11:30 rolls around, and I realize as I check my email that I got the key for Outlast 2, and I wasn't expecting it. So I stayed up and recorded 1 episode and edited it and uploaded it before I went to bed at 1:30 in the morning. So I had less than 5 hours of sleep. Then I had work, and then I came home and I recorded more Outlast, and then I recorded, I didn't record any more Pinstripe, but then I live streamed the thumbnail for Edith Finch, I think, is what happened on Monday night. And then at midnight, I was going to record Edith Finch, but the thumbnail took longer than I expected. So then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up and do it. And that's what I did, because Tuesday I had off of work because I asked for it. So pretty much I went through Edith Finch, went through Outlast a little bit, but edited and uploaded it. And I was like, I'm not used to editing and uploading the day of, especially since I have a full-time job otherwise. So on top of commissions, which I was juggling behind the scenes as well. So it got a little overwhelming. And I was trying to keep up with your guys' comments, and I was just trying to, I couldn't get ahead. There was never a point at which I could get ahead because Edith Finch, I think I recorded Edith Finch all in one day on Tuesday, but, oh, Phare. And then, but Outlast, every episode takes about an hour, and part 1 of Outlast did not do as well as part 1 of Pinstripe, so I thought, I was like, I mean, I'll take it, because again, I like doing these story-driven games that are really in-depth, whether, it doesn't matter genre, I just like really story-driven content, and to, like, go through the emotions of what the game wants me to feel. I like doing that. So I was like, sure, fuck yeah. So I'm gonna just take it slower on Outlast, and we'll just do the rest of Pinstripe and Edith Finch, which apparently both were 4 parts each. But these were all really long episodes, so it started getting more and more draining, and I still couldn't catch up for some reason. And then that made me not want to do anything because I was overwhelmed. Like, I was like, I can't do all this in the time frame I need to do it. And then Friday, I needed to art stream for Little Nightmares, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think something even like was going on Friday. Oh my god, that's what it was. I did the color run, which I couldn't really show anyone on the live stream because it kept getting keyed out, but I can show you guys now if you guys did not see already on Twitter, but I did post pictures on Twitter of the color run. And this was something I had paid for and signed up for before I knew this was going to be Hell Week, so I had to do it too. Oh my god, did that take a lot out of me. I think that's really when I hit my burnout, was pretty much Saturday. I was like, and I'm done. I can't keep going like this. But the color run was basically at a theme park that threw it on. I think some of it goes to charity, but it was to promote like physical fitness. But pretty much everything, it's hard to tell, but like everything is color. Like there's powder all over the floor. Everyone's doused in color. That was like a selfie we took. It's hard to tell. He was covered in blue. These are like ex-coworkers of mine. I was trying to show in my hair, it's like all pink and powdery and yellow, and there's just powder everywhere. And it was a lot of fun, completely worth it. And then after you do the run, it's a 5K, which I walked with my group. We finished the race at 9:15, and then at 10:15 was when my friends got off their ride. So there was 45 minutes left before the park closed, and I'm like, I want to go on something because I don't want to go on rides alone. I don't like being alone. So we had gone onto Viper and got off at 10:45, and we booked it as fast as we could to Raging Bull. And I was like, this is what I saved my endurance for. But we like literally booked it as fast as we could, walked right on it because there was no line anymore because everyone was leaving the park because it was closing in 15 minutes. So we got on it, we got on the ride, left. It was great, perfect timing. So that was Friday night. So I did not live stream Friday night because I was so freaking tired. So I'm like, I need to postpone this because I was so tired. I was wearing contacts, my eyes hurt because my eyes don't like contacts, and someone got powder in my eye and my hair, and it was not a pleasant experience for that part. So I was just physically, I was so tired. So I woke up, live streamed the Art for Little Nightmares, but then wasn't able to record it because I was like, I need a day, I just need some time for me. That's all I need. And so Saturday afternoon, I was like, I'm just gonna do nothing. I need to do nothing. Like maybe edit videos for tomorrow, but like I just need to not record, and I need to not stream, and I need to not do art. I just need to be. I just need to exist. And that's what I did, because there's literally, I'm like, I can't. And then it was also Shy Guy's birthday Saturday, but Shy Guy didn't get home till 12:30 in the morning. But I got him some pie, so, but she still hasn't touched. I'm going to. But like I went to bed shortly after that because I was so I was physically just exhausted. As I said, physical and emotional exhaustion, a burnout. Like even though I had plenty of sleep from the color run to the live stream, I was so tired. So I went to sleep, and I actually canceled the gaming stream on Sunday because I'm like, I can't. Like, I just need to take care of me. I felt like I would have been pushing myself too hard, and then also for you guys, that's probably not fun to see, is me just like slowly crash and burn. Probably not that entertaining. So, and I was really snippy. I was easily able to piss off because I was just like, I don't feel good. Like, not sick feel good, but like my body was sore from the run. And then my eyes were just constantly, perpetually tired, not just from the powder from Friday, but just mentally I didn't want to think. And that's pretty much what burnout is. And I've still been recovering from it, hence why there has been only one video up until today, where today should be this, and then the, no, not the ending of Little Nightmares, but close to. So I'm trying to gain back my energy, but it's really, really difficult. For anyone that's gone through burnout, you know, I'm sure I don't need to explain it to you, but some people don't know what burnout, I had no idea what burnout was until I went to college and they educated me on it. I'd had it before, just didn't know what it was, didn't know that it was a thing everyone does or has. So I was like, oh my God, I'm not alone in this. So this is also me kind of telling you guys aren't alone in this. Hey, so if that cut off abruptly, that's because I accidentally, I guess, hit my mic and muted myself for the last several minutes I've been talking. So I'm probably gonna forget some of the stuff I said. But to sum it up, basically, is that for at least stream-wise, this last Sunday didn't do a game stream, which in turn has made it even harder to catch up on videos. So I'm trying, but this weekend is going to be kind of a hit and miss with streams. I have no idea what I'm doing because Recreator Fight is visiting from Friday to Sunday, and I have no idea when I'm going to stream in betweens. I'm thinking tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to stream a game stream because something is being released to me tomorrow. And so I'd like to maybe stream it. Maybe it'll make it a little less frustrating. Maybe you guys will be really observant and help me find stuff in said game. So it's only, you know, alpha 4 of the game. So you guys probably know what it is by now if you don't. So that's supposedly being released to anyone that has access to the alphas tomorrow. So I'm thinking about streaming it, and then I'll upload that part for Friday or so. But I don't know if I'll be able to do a game stream again on the weekend or even an art stream. One or the other. One of them is gonna happen Sunday, depending on when Recreatorify leaves. Either if he leaves later in the day, then we're probably going to stream together for you guys on either Saturday or Sunday morning. But if his flight is earlier on Sunday, I'll just do it after he leaves, so that way I don't have to worry about streaming while he's here. So I don't know what's going on, but there will definitely be that, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be an art stream or not. Currently, I'm not planning on an art stream, but what I would like to do game-wise is maybe a game called Kona, and it's currently on sale, so I haven't decided if I want to get it yet. I don't know how well it would do with you guys. It's like a detective mystery game. Looks very story heavy, and the graphics are pretty. It's first person though, and it's like you're stuck in a snowstorm trying to figure out what happened here. And so it's, you know, kind of reminds me of Edith Finch, but obviously way less fanciful and what the hell's happening in this game. That's probably not going to be as much in Kona. I think it's a little more of the serious side, so I might just focus on some games to try and catch up a little bit and not stress out so much. But if there is one video here or there, as I always tell you guys, I'm trying. And I know you guys are usually so supportive of it, so I'm not worried about you guys, but at the same time, I feel just bad. Like, I'm gotten in the habit of 2 a day, and then it just all of a sudden gets chopped down to 1. And it's been with Little Nightmares, which hasn't been getting as many views either, and I'm pretty sure that's just because everyone's playing it as well. But it's a very interesting game. I like that it was short because just then it's not additional stress on top of everything. But I also really liked the game and didn't want it to end, so it was kind of like toss-up. But if you guys haven't seen it, I think it's totally worth it, especially if you liked Inside or Limbo, and especially if you like Miyazaki type things, because that's definitely towards the end of the game. So it's not really spoilers, it's just like the atmosphere of the game. Starts off Inside, ends with Miyazaki, and I'm like, what is happening here? I don't understand, but it's so good. But a lot of the game is apparently explained through the website of the game, so I found that out after playing it, of course. But yeah, so I've definitely been going through burnout, and I've been just excessively tired. Like, even right now, I'm like really tired. But I can't just not do. That's the problem with burnout, is you also have to figure out how to recover without stopping everything. Because it's really easy to just not want to do anything. And you can't do that either. You can't just not do something either. So I have to just try and move through it slowly and not rush back into it. And we'll just experience this month together. This month is just gonna be really hectic until June, when I finally am able to focus on the channel a lot more and able to focus on commissions a lot more without freaking myself out. Need to make sure I'm okay, and then I'm going to be okay. So just to fill you guys in, I want to see what this says on the sense of if it has how to recover. So just say no while you're recovering. Avoid taking on new commitments or responsibility. That's important. I mean, these aren't new commitments for me, these are just continuing commitments. But I have been trying to be like, no, I can't do this right now, or no, tell myself, no, don't try to take that on right now. You need to finish what you started first. Calm down, it's fine. Delegate as many things as possible, even if the person you're delegating to might not do them as quickly or as well as you would. Oh, so basically being like, hey, can you do this for me? Because I literally can't do as much as I'd like to. Take breaks between big projects. Control your devices, gadgets, stuff like that. Don't spend, or they consume a large amount of time and energy, so computers, smartphones, all that. So try to at least detach yourself a little bit from those things. Socialize outside of your professional group, which is why I was hanging out with friends and stuff as much as I can, or spending some time with River and Shaggy where I can. And then resist the urge to take work home. Well, the problem is I work at home, so nothing I can really do about that as of right now. So I just need to remanage and tell myself it's okay to kind of calm down and not rush into things. Because I uploaded 3 videos in one day, which I never do, and I didn't realize how much that actually would be kind of sucky. So I'm learning, and I'm trying to take care of myself. So this is also a PSA to you guys to remember to take care of yourselves, because it is extremely exhausting when you've hit burnout. It's really hard to get right back out there. So pretty much I would say if you guys just notice that you feel overwhelmed, because honestly I kind of noticed the weekend before, but I was like, I have to do, like I just put myself into this mentality that was something I had to do for my channel to grow, and it's something that would be ultimately really positive, and I just got to push through it, and I just got to do what I got to do, even if clearly it's unhealthy for me. And that wasn't it. I mean, it shows. It did really well for Edith Finch and Pinstripe, but is it worth the mentality breakdown and the not being able to upload to a day afterward? Depends on the person, but for me, I like my mental state being healthy. So I just didn't realize what was happening. But if you guys are so fortunate to catch it, and some of you have noticed me start to fall down that rabbit hole before I did, and I was like, no, I'm fine. Apparently I wasn't, but thank you guys for being so observant, for those that did notice, because there were a handful of you that were like, Kat, are you okay? Or like, take time to yourself, it's fine. I'm like, it's just overwhelming, it's fine. So just remember, for you guys, if you notice that you just start being like, I need to do this, I need to do everything, maybe you're starting to hit a little bit of burnout. Take a step back and realize what's kind of really important, and what's something that can wait, and what's something that doesn't need as much attention. First and foremost, which I'm really bad about, sleep is important. So if you guys have noticed that you're not getting much sleep, that might also be a sign of burnout, because you're just gonna start burning yourself out not getting sleep. That's something I really need to work on. So yeah, this is pretty much just a video that to let you guys know what's going on, but also don't do what I did. Don't do it. So it's a long video, but I felt like all of that really needs to be said. And then also, it's been 2 weeks since my last upload for Winning Wednesday, so there's kind of a lot to talk about, especially since so much happened this last week. So, especially with the channel. But I think that's about it for right now on what I can update you guys on, and what just even happened in my life. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have had issues of burnout, or if you guys know really good ways to avoid burnout or even to recover from it. Please go right ahead, because I'm sure there's some other people that are watching this that are like, maybe I'm going through burnout, and like they're, you know, we can help each other out. But otherwise, let me know what you guys did this last 2 weeks. It's been a while since I've heard from any of you, and in that sense, because, you know, otherwise we all talk about games all the time. But what's going on with you guys? Are you guys doing okay? Are you guys going through burnout? Are you guys experiencing life how you're, you know, healthily and should be? Unlike me. But just let me know how you guys are doing. And I will see you guys in the next Winning Wednesday or playthrough or whatever it is you guys watch. So keep winning at life, guys, and take care of yourselves. Bye.